All right, let's talk about something that, let's be honest, hits close to home for a lot of us. Those sneaky little habits that just seem to drain our wallets and keep us from where we want to be financially. In this explainer, we're going to break down 5 of the biggest culprits and, even better, show you exactly how to fix them. You know that feeling, right? Payday hits, you're feeling good, you pay some bills, do some shopping, and then you look at your account a week later and think, whoa, wait a second, where did it all go? If that sounds even a little bit familiar, you are in exactly the right place. Yeah, that feeling, that's what I call the financially stuck trap. It's this frustrating cycle where it feels like you're working hard, money's coming in, but you're just not getting ahead. The good news though, it's a trap, and every trap has an escape route. And here's the thing, you've got to understand, and it is so important. Getting your finances in order isn't just for people with 6-figure salaries. Seriously, it's not about how big your paycheck is. It's all about your habits, what you do with the money you have. That is the real secret. Okay, so let's get right to the heart of it. We're going to pinpoint 5 specific habits that are notorious for keeping people broke, and we'll lay out a super clear, totally actionable plan to break every single one. You ready? Let's dive in. First up, we've got a really sneaky one, the daily splurge. You know what I'm talking about. That fancy coffee, the lunch you grab because you didn't pack one, that little treat on the way home. They feel so small, so harmless, and that's exactly what makes them so dangerous. Think of your budget like a boat. These little purchases are tiny leaks. One won't sink you, but a bunch of them, it's a death by 1,000 cuts. You're trading huge, long-term goals for a tiny hit of short-term satisfaction, and it's almost impossible to see where the money's really going. Okay, look at this. Seriously, let this sink in for a second. That $5 coffee? No big deal, right? Well, that's $150 a month. Over a year, that's more than $1,800. Just think about what you could do with an extra $1,800 right now. So how do we fix it? It's way simpler than you think. First, just for 1 week, track these little buys. I promise the final number will probably surprise you. Then set a simple weekly limit for them. And hey, try a no-spend day once a week. It's a fantastic way to hit the reset button. Now for habit number 2. And folks, this one is a monster. Ignoring high-interest debt. This is the financial equivalent of stuffing things in the closet and pretending they're not there. We're talking credit cards, personal loans, the stuff that just grows and grows when you look away. You know, it's super important to realize that not all debt is the same. There's good debt, like a mortgage on a house that's growing in value, but then there's bad debt. This is the stuff with crazy high interest rates that is actively working against you, draining your wealth every single month. That's the enemy. All right, so how do you fight back? You need a plan of attack. First, you gotta face it. List out every single debt you have. Then pick your weapon. The snowball method has you pay off the smallest one first for a quick psychological win. The avalanche method targets the highest interest rate to save you the most money. Whichever you choose, automate the payments. No excuses. Okay, on to our third habit, flying financially blind. This is just another way of saying you don't have a budget. You're just spending. You're swiping your card and kind of hoping there's enough money to last till the end of the month. Sound familiar? And the results are, well, they're exactly what you'd expect. When you're flying blind, overspending is pretty much a guarantee. You can forget about saving for big goals, and maybe worst of all, it creates this constant, nagging stress about money. A budget isn't a cage, it's your flight plan to freedom. And the good news? Fixing this is way easier than you think. You don't need some insane, complicated spreadsheet. Just start with something simple, like the 50-30-20 rule. 50% of your income for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings. Use a free app to keep an eye on things, and just schedule a quick 15-minute check-in with your money once a week. That's all it takes. Habit number 4 is a close cousin to the daily splurge, but it's a bit more dramatic, the impulse buying trap. This is when that limited time offer email hits your inbox or you see a flash sale, and suddenly you're buying something you had absolutely no intention of buying 5 minutes earlier. And yeah, just take a look at where this money goes. It's no shock that online shopping is the #1 culprit. It's just too easy. But look how close food and takeout are. These are all modern traps, perfectly designed to get you to act now and think later. The secret here is to create some friction. Put a little space between the impulse and the purchase. Unsubscribe from all those tempting store emails. Just do it. Then make a rule for yourself. For any non-essential purchase over, say, $50, you have to wait 24 hours. you'll be amazed how often the urge just disappears. All right, we're at our final habit, number 5. And honestly, this might be the biggest game changer of them all. It's the habit of paying yourself last. This is when you pay all your bills, buy all your stuff, and then just hope to save whatever might be left over at the end of the month, which usually is not much. The solution is to completely flip the script. You need to adopt the pay yourself first mindset. This means you treat your savings account like it's the most important bill you have. Before you pay for rent, before you pay for anything else, a piece of your paycheck goes directly to you. And here's the beautiful part. You can make it totally effortless. Open a separate savings account, preferably one that's a little harder to get to. Then set up an automatic transfer for every single payday. The money moves before you even see it. And please, don't think you have to start big. Even $20 a paycheck builds incredible momentum. So look, breaking these 5 habits, it's not about punishment or depriving yourself. It's the exact opposite. It's about taking back control. It's about you deciding where your money goes instead of just wondering where it went. This is what the path to real financial freedom looks like. You know, there's this quote I absolutely love because it just nails it. The real goal isn't to have a garage full of fancy stuff. The goal is to have choices. The freedom to leave a job you hate. The freedom to handle an emergency without panic. The freedom to design your own life. That is the real win. So, I'm going to leave you with one final question. Knowing all this is great, but taking action is what actually changes your life. Looking at everything we've talked about, what's one small, totally manageable change you can commit to making tomorrow? Decide on it right now. Because that one little step, that's how the whole journey begins.